Hey guys, so what is up? EA just finished their E3 2016 press conference just a few hours ago, and we're done posting most of the news, if not all of it. And I just wanted to take the time to talk about it. First off, I think EA did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna say it was amazing. There are a few problems with the press conference itself, and of course that's the focus on the sports part, which is something that's always gonna happen because investors, yada 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 yada. And the fact that Mass Effect is there for its third year and they still didn't show any gameplay footage. But I'm gonna get into that soon. First off, I want to talk with how strong EA started its press conference. Fucking Titanfall 2 right out of the gate. Holy hell, that was great. So we finally see the hookshot in action, which looks fucking dope as hell. It allows you to rappel on roofs or swing from the sides of towers or walls. But the coolest thing about it is you can actually use it to hook people and pull them to you to attack them. That is fucking sick. The trailer itself shows some new Titans and new Titan abilities like a ground pound and more importantly a fucking full gore body laser. It looks fucking cool. It looks fucking cool. There's new guns, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. And this time around Titanfall 2 has a story mode. The story mode seems pretty neat. I like the fact that they're gonna focus on the quote-unquote relationship between a pilot and its Titan, because the Titan is now a fucking character. He's an actual character in the story, which is something I really like. I think there's so much potential between making a story between a pilot and his Titan and doing cool stuff, and yeah, that game could have a really cool story and I want to see more of it. And that's about it as far as Titanfall goes. And right after Titanfall, some sports. Let's just ignore the sports part. Right after Titanfall, they went into BioWare's new Mass Effect Andromeda game, which has been shown on 3 consecutive E3s. This is the 3rd year, and we still do not have a single second of gameplay footage. We see a few in-game worlds, some monsters and all, but no real gameplay. This game still is for the most part a mystery, which in some cases is okay, but this is the 3rd fucking year. We need to see something. I can't get excited for your game if I can't see a fucking damn thing. That being said, it looks pretty. I really, the scene where they showed the Asari smile and everything makes me go like, oh shit, that's some impressive facial animation. But for the rest, like, there's nothing of interest for me right now in Andromeda because they didn't show anything aside from some cool worlds and everything. Like, again, the setting and the characters look cool, but there's nothing to back it up, so I'm not gonna get excited for nothing. Then EA went into its new project called EA Originals, and it's basically their own kind of thing to help indie developers publish games. A lot of companies have been doing this lately, and the EA is jumping on that bandwagon after the success of Unravel, or at least after Unravel was critically acclaimed. And the first game they're doing is a game called Fe, something like that, I don't know. It's about a cute little fox thing running around in a 3D environment. The colors are really strong, really cool. The design itself is all very sharp edges, very even and smooth. Kind of reminds me of Tearaway, but not too much. It also has that Ori and the Blind Forest feel. It looks like a cool game. I'm really gonna keep a close eye on this one, and I hope EA Originals brings more games like these. Next up is Star Wars. You know, Star Wars, that thing everyone loves. You want to see some Star Wars games? Well, get fucked. There were no Star Wars games at EA's E3 press conference. What I mean by that is they didn't actually show a new game or a trailer of an old game or anything. They just told us, here are the studios working on Star Wars games, which was pretty impressive. There was Visceral, which we already knew. There is DICE working on the next Borderlands, Motive working together with them, and recently we learned Respawn, the Titanfall guys, are working on the Star Wars game. But as far as I've seen, also Criterion and BioWare. Now that's interesting. That's really, really interesting to me. I'm most excited to see this Visceral game, but after that, like, show me this Criterion and this BioWare game. What they did is show you a trailer or a video, a high budget ass video of all the studios working on Star Wars games. You don't see any actual footage, or you just see a bit of artwork. It's nothing too amazing. What we do know from this entire Star Wars part is Respawn Entertainment is making a third-person action game. We saw a second or two of Visceral's game, which is nothing to go by. We see what probably is the main character in the black trench coat, and they say it's actual in-game footage, which is a bit hard to believe because it looks amazing. But then again, Dead Space 1 still looks amazing. That game is crazy, so it might actually be real. We don't really have that much to go on Visceral's game. We know Motive and DICE are working together to make a new Battlefront game, and they're supposedly fixing the problems that the first one had, which was a lack of content. And at one point we see a man wearing PlayStation VR goggles and looking around, so we can deduct from that there's going to be either a Star Wars game with some VR integration, or a specific VR Star Wars game. But that's about it for Star Wars. It was really disappointing. I'm not happy with that. I'm just like, come on. First, you don't show any Mass Effect footage, and now just kind of nothing. Alright, moving on, I guess. Sports. NFL, Madden, FIFA, all that dumb shit nobody cares about. However, there was one thing that was interesting, and that's that FIFA 10 has a story mode, which is called The Journey, which follows the journey of a dude named Alex Hunter. The reason I think this is interesting is because this series didn't have that, which could make this series a bit more interesting. But what I'm hoping is that it's garbage. I'm hoping it's NBA 2K's Spike Lee's living the dream garbage, because that is a gem of a fucking train wreck, and I want it so bad. I want it to be so bad that it's like worth to pick up that copy and play through this fucking bullshit. And I also love how when they want to announce the single player mode, they brought on this guy. Look at this fucking shit. This is great.
But you will. My name is Alex Hunter, and just like you and every other kid that's grown up kicking about a football, I've always dreamed of playing on the biggest stage for the best tactical minds in the game, alongside the greatest names. Playing in the park with my mates, I've already pictured it. Taking flawless 50-yard passes from Beckham, sending in Messi with the perfect through ball, burying it in the top corner like Rooney. Now, I have the chance to make that dream my reality. To pull on a Premier League shirt and maybe even one day step into the center circle of Wembley, 3 lions on my chest. This is the start of my journey. I know it won't be easy, but if I can perform on the pitch, make the right decisions off it, and take advantage of every opportunity that comes my way, this is the start of my journey. And you're all coming with me.
How can you not love that? Look at this dude. He just walked in and was like, I'm gonna go Shakespearean or all your asses. I did a high school play of Hamlet. I was number 3. Yeah, that dude is fucking hilarious. And last but certainly not least is DICE's Battlefield 1. It ends EA's E3 2016 press conference, and they did a weird thing when they gave a teaser of the trailer a few minutes before they gave the actual trailer, which was one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen. It infuriated me. But aside from that, holy shit, does this game look gorgeous. Visually, this game is fucking insane. I refuse to believe anyone's computer can actually run that game. It looks amazing. But that being said, looks can't be anything. Looks aren't really anything to me. I want a game to be good. I don't care how it looks, as long as it's good. As long as it's good. And it seems like Battlefield 1 is good. I love the shit out of Battlefield 3. I haven't played for Hardline, but I love 3 so much. It's such a solid, strong game. And this one looks really cool. Finally, we get a First World War setting. Finally, we get to see something that, for me personally, hits closer to home, because a lot of World War II is either Japan or France or Germany. But this shit basically took place in my backyard, so I'm really curious about that. What I also like about the Battlefield 1 is the behemoth vehicles, they call them. Which is just basically the big blimps you've seen are behemoth vehicles. They're gonna add these crazy big vehicles, which will kind of replace the buildings and the levolution thing that they called it. That dumb thing they called the destruction mechanics in Battlefield 4. But yeah, they're probably gonna use that. Like, there's gonna be a train you can ride. I'm really interested in it. I really want to see more about this from this game. I really want to play it. That being said, my PC can't handle this. My PC will explode if I install it. I'll never be able to play it. There is going to be an open beta, they've said, though I don't remember the date. And that's basically it for Battlefield 1. And yeah, that's EA's press conference and all. It's okay, it's good, it's serviceable. If it had at least a visceral Star Wars game or any Star Wars shit, and if it had a trailer for Mass Effect, it would have been good. It wouldn't have even been amazing, it would have been good. I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad. This is good. But now it feels like it just barely is interesting, because again, the sports, it was done well. The press conference was done very well. There was some nice pacing, even though the sports segments went on a bit too long, but overall it was really well paced. We didn't really see that much games. We saw Battlefield, we saw sports, we didn't see Star Wars, we saw Faye, we saw Titanfall 2, and I'm not even gonna ignore Mass Effect because we kinda didn't see anything about it. So that's like 2 or 3 games we saw, and that's it. So yeah, overall it's not disappointing. It's just there. It's just alright, EA. It's good. Battlefield, cool. Mass Effect, I guess. Titanfall 2, that looks fucking dope. Move on to the next one. Next is Bethesda. Once that's done, I'm gonna make the same video like this. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you tune in for the Bethesda one, because fucking I want to see Quake or Doom. I don't think we're gonna see Quake, but I want to see some single player Doom stuff. Dishonored 2, come on, give it to me, Bethesda. Give me some cool stuff.